All right, for the first time ever, Strikeforce preliminary card action will be airing on Saturday night at 8 o'clock Eastern and Pacific on Show Extreme. And without further ado, we're going to kick things off now with the preliminary card matchup. A catchweight bout scheduled for 3 rounds at 160 pounds. Would you please welcome out of Omaha, Nebraska, entering his 47th professional bout, give it up for Alonzo Jardine Martinez. Again, both these fighters taking this bout on short notice, so they have agreed to a catchweight affair of 160 pounds. And Alonzo Martinez checks in at 160.5 pounds. His opponent out of Tempe, Arizona, with a record of 12-3 with 1 no contest. Please give it up for El Terrible Esteban Payan. El Terrible is bang on 160 pounds. It's official. Catchweight contest kicking things off on Show Extreme. Alonzo Martinez versus Esteban Payan with a record of 13-4. Would you please welcome Ricky Leger? Now, somebody told me that Las Vegas is the fight capital of the world. You can show a lot more love to these guys that are going to be putting it all on the line in the cage Saturday night. Come on, people. Mr. Leger checks in at 171 pounds. His opponent from Sweden, now fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, undefeated at 4-0. Please welcome Chris Spang. Chris Spang checks in at 171 pounds as well here in Nevada, the 1 pound allowance. Both guys are official. Welterweight action coming up on Show Extreme Saturday night. Ricky Leger squaring off with Chris Spang. The third preliminary bout will be contested in the light heavyweight division. From Belmore, New York, with a record of 8-3, the former football star at Hofstra University, John Vellante. Vellante checks in at 206 pounds. His opponent from Tukwila, Washington in the picturesque Pacific Northwest, a winner of 9 of his 10 pro bouts. Please welcome Trevor Hot Sauce Smith. Again, all these preliminary bouts will be airing for the first time on Show Extreme beginning at 8 o'clock Eastern and Pacific tomorrow night. And coming in right on at 205 pounds is Trevor Smith. It will be in the welterweight division from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. A record of 7-1. Please welcome Nashawn Burrell. Nashawn Burrell is at 172 pounds. He is 1 pound over his opponent out of San Jose, California, with a record of 11-3, the Strikeforce veteran, James Terry. Coming off a sensational knockout win at 155, but enjoying his honeymoon after getting married on 11-11-11. Lots of cheap power in that marriage. So decided to take this bout at 170, where he's had plenty of experience. Is trained with former Strikeforce middleweight champion Kung Lee. And James Terry comes in at 171 pounds. So again, Nashawn Burrell will have 1 hour to lose the 1 pound. And we should be underway and official for the welterweight matchup between Nashawn Burrell and James Terry from Kansas City, Kansas. With a record of 21-7, would you please welcome the Evolution, Tyler Stinson. I think he's giving Clay the Carpenter Guida a run for his money in terms of hairstyles here as well. Are you still going with the samurai ponytail? All right. Knockout specialist from Kansas City. Is definitely not paid by the hour so far in his MMA career. And he comes in bang on at 170 pounds. The Evolution, Tyler Stinson. His opponent, a Strikeforce veteran training out of Team Quest, California. Along with dangerous Dan Henderson with a record of 11-3. He is the Belgian banger. Please welcome the Sponge, Tarek Safadine. All right, both of them come in right at the welterweight limit of 170 pounds. It's official. The main card on Showtime at 10 o'clock Eastern and Pacific is going to kick off with a welterweight battle between Tyler, the Evolution Stinson, and Tarek, the Sponge Safadine. Another compelling welterweight matchup is the second main card bout of the evening, coming to you from the joint at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. Introducing first of all from the great and beautiful country of Canada, from Lethbridge, Alberta, with a record of 23-7, please welcome young gun Jordan Meehan. Jordan Meehan weighs in at 169 pounds. His opponent, undefeated out of St. Louis, Missouri, the wrestling stud out of the University of Missouri at 9-0. Please welcome Tyron T. Woodley. Man who's recently opened up his own gym in his hometown, looking to get back to the community with ATT Evolution. Tyron Woodley checks in at 171 pounds. It's official, a very intriguing welterweight matchup. Jordan Meehan meeting Tyron Woodley. All right, we are set for the light heavyweight matchup. A graduate from the Strikeforce Challenger Series out of Riverside, California, the dynamic striker who's a dirty dozen and 0. Please welcome Lorenz the Monsoon Larkin. Lorenz Larkin checks in at 206 pounds. And now making his way to the stage from American Kickboxing Academy in San Jose, California, the former Strikeforce light heavyweight champion with a record of 8-1. Please welcome King Mo Lawal. King Mo Lawal is exactly 205 pounds. It's official. Another intriguing main card matchup. Lorenz the Monsoon Larkin putting his undefeated record on the line against the former Strikeforce 205-pound standard bearer, King Mo Lawal. Would you please welcome Dynamite in his hands, Adlon Amagov. Adlon Amagov weighs in at 186 pounds. His opponent, one of the heaviest hitters in mixed martial arts, period. Would you please welcome knockout artist, Ruthless Robbie Lawler. Robbie Lawler weighs in at 186 pounds. It's official. Middleweight action between Adlon Amagov and Ruthless Robbie Lawler. Show Extreme begins at 8 o'clock Eastern and Pacific, and then Showtime with the main card culminating with this matchup for the Strikeforce Middleweight Championship. Please welcome to the stage the challenger, the hard-nosed UFC veteran, making his middleweight debut. He is the Dean of Mean, Keith Jardine. Keith Jardine weighs in at 185 pounds on the button. And now, please welcome the Strikeforce middleweight champion, riding a 7-fight win streak, including a hard-fought 5-round decision over Jacare, to become the champion from San Jose, California, representing AKA Luke Rockhold. Being accompanied to the stage by Strikeforce Heavyweight Grand Prix finalist Daniel Cormier. Hope that hand is healing well there, Daniel. How are you, buddy? The champion, Luke Rockhold, weighs in at 185 pounds. It is official. The championship belt will go down. The main event, as Strikeforce rings in the new year here at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas. We're going to get comments from the champion and challenger after have their face-off. All right, let's have a quick word from each of the participants. The Dean of Mean, Keith Jardine, the challenger, will start with you. 10-year veteran. You've always been close. You've defeated UFC light heavyweight champions like Chuck Liddell and Forrest Griffin. Your first crack at a major title. You've made 185 pounds. What is there left to say?
You know, I'm just real excited to be here. It's a real honor to be fighting Luke, and you know, it's a rebirth from here, 185, and this is just the beginning for me.
All right, let's hear it for the challenger, the Dean of Mean, Keith Jardine. Here he is, the Kingpin, Strikeforce middleweight champion, Luke Rockhold. Your first title defense. Talk about what it's like now that you've officially made weight, 24 hours away from defending the title.
Feels great. Feels great to be on weight. I'm looking forward to big steak dinner tonight, and I'm gonna put it on tomorrow. I'm gonna let him know he shouldn't have came down to my weight, shouldn't come in my world. This is where I stand, and he steps in the cage with me. It's too bad for him. This is me.
All right, let's hear it for both Strikeforce middleweight champion Luke Rockhold, the challenger Keith Jardine.